Today I'm excited to show you some cilantro that I grew. The reason I'm excited is that True Leaf Market now carries split seed, which makes the seed holes a lot easier to deal with on cilantro. It's still not perfect though, but I'm happy to be able to get the Leisure, they're called Leisure Split cilantro seed from True Leaf Market. So there'll be a link in the description if you're interested in checking it out, but in either case, I'm going to harvest this tray that I did as a test tray to see how they work. You see, it's a pretty nice looking tray of cilantro. I always like to grow my cilantro to have at least a couple of the first true leaves poking out. I think it's a much nicer looking product and you're going to get a whole lot more yield that way. It does take a long time. This is 3 to 4 weeks on growing this tray. I didn't soak the cilantro at all. I just spread it out evenly on the tray and covered it with a blackout dome and left it there until most of the seed had germinated, and then just put it straight under the lights, and that's it. Probably could have done a little bit better if I put a little bit of soil on top, but with cilantro it's a little bit scary when you start putting any soil on top because it really likes to stick to the seeds. It does help remove holes, but it also can cause problems. So it's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't type thing. It's possible that soaking the seed, maybe just a really short soak, may have made it even better, but I'm pretty happy with what I get out of this. So let's start harvesting and see how it worked out. So it looks like it grew pretty nice and clean. Not a lot of bad pieces in here or anything. You can see I do still have some holes here to deal with, but they're half seed holes. They're not double or a whole round seed hole. The problem with cilantro is that when you have a round seed, you'll get 2, sometimes more than 2 plants growing out of one seed, and they'll be stuck in that seed hole and it creates a whole clump, and you gotta figure out how to get that seed hole off. And so my hope is that these splits just pop right off, and they do. Much easier. With cilantro, I don't get too crazy about making sure I have absolutely no seed holes, but I do my best to make sure there aren't any. So it does take a little while to harvest cilantro. And the long growth and the difficulty of harvest, it does reflect in my prices. So my prices are a little bit higher on cilantro. Just eat one of these little guys, see how it came out. I really enjoy the flavor of cilantro in general, which micro cilantro tastes the same as its adult parent or whatever. But maybe a little bit stronger flavor. It's something that people either really like it or they tend to hate it. Some people think cilantro has like a soap flavor to it, so they're not really big fans, but I don't know. To me, it doesn't taste like soap, but to other people it does. So I'm definitely gonna be checking out doing some more experiments with this seed. It's definitely much better than the whole seed, but there's still quite a few holes here to deal with. So it's still pretty time consuming to harvest all this up. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish harvesting this whole tray, and then I'll report back and show you what I get out of it and any more feedback I might have about it. All right, well, that's all done. It did take a while. It took probably close to 20 minutes to harvest this, and I ended up with 5 1/4 ounces. This top one isn't quite full. This is 1 1/4 ounces, and these are each 2. But I did get some really nice looking product out of it. For me, cilantro isn't really a profitable crop. It's one of those things I throw in to sell my other more profitable crops. This is something I offer as like a bonus. It's not something you're going to get from me every single week. It's just not worth it for me. There are other methods that I can work on improving on making sure I have less seed holes, and I'm going to try that. But right now, it's not one of my most profitable crops by far. But I love being able to offer it because it's a really nice crop and the chefs really enjoy it. But that's going to do it for this video. If you want to get split seed cilantro, it's now available at True Leaf Market, which I think is great. It wasn't recently, and now you can get it there. So that's what I'm going to go with from now on. If I'm going to go with cilantro, it'll be the split seed because it did work better, even though it's still got some issues to work out. But if I get some better trays grown, I'll share that with you and share some tips. Thanks for watching.